noticeable.
Well, I can't see it at first glance, so it's actually pretty unnoticeable, I think.
Yeah, I'm not obsessed with things being perfect or anything.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's like
Also, you used the classic teleportation sound that I use for fresh powder. Um, you actually used this one from the Fireman Sam parody that I did.
yes.
I think I did send you the links to the clean version of that sound.
Yeah, so I've got that now for future reference. I just thought I won't ask him for the sounds because it would spoil the facts. I'm going to be using it.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't really notice the first time I used it, but now I know. So, there we go.
Okay.
Everybody brace yourselves!
Ah, yes. Those, show lights.
Yeah, this is, it was interesting. I mean, in your reaction video, you couldn't see the lights at the top right of the screen, but, yeah, it was funny. I did like your reaction to it. I mean, most of the reactions you gave in this video are what I was aiming for, which is why it's this video is one of my, I'd say it's definitely in my top 2 of the ones I'm proudest of making. I think it's one of the best videos I've personally made.
Yeah.
So.
And also Fresh is standing on his hind legs, which, you know, that's a pretty good image. I've never had to draw fresh powder like that. The only critique I would give is that his legs are just a little bit short.
Okay, alright, because obviously I thought he's not stood up straight, he's more like rearing up to protect his friends.
Yeah.
And I thought he'd look cool defensive like that if he did that, so.
Yeah. And also Lefty is hiding in the back.
Yeah, if you noticed when Fresh teleported out of the way of the bowling ball, Lefty's riding his back there as well. Which is
yeah, nobody should see his lower half. Trust me, it'll scar you. All right.
Huh? Everybody, let's hear it for Fresh Powder! He's come so far and done so much. Here, here's an award for the most dramatic chapter yet. You enjoy it.
Ah, yes, the Oscar.
Me and my brother laughed when you brought your own one out. It fit the moment so well.
Ah, yes, I do have an Oscar of my own.
Would you like to explain to your viewers where you got it?
That was from my trip to London that I brought up in Chapter 3. While I was in London, we were at Madame Tussauds, which is the famous wax museum, where celebrities are, you know, there are wax versions of, you know, like Shrek and the Avengers, etc. And there's this little area in the gift shop where you can have your own Oscar designed, and I thought, well, until I get my golden play button, I might as well get an Oscar to show my channel's popularity.
Yeah, I went to the one in Blackpool, which isn't much too different, and they had Oscars for sale there too. So, now a point I have to say about this moment where I'm saying, everybody, let's hear it for Fresh Powder and all that. It's like my friends use the perfect word is unceremoniously. Like, because obviously I'm the enemy, so I'm just like, oh, he's come so far and done so much, but unfortunately this is where it's going to come to an end. And
Yeah.
He was like, I like how you just threw an Oscar on the floor, and I was like, I had to bring up the fact that the last chapter had been really well made to be sad, you know, to people to take it in a sad way.
Yeah.
And I thought, after my brother was like, you know, said, like, oh, how could you make him lose that side leader? I was like, you know what? I'm just going to make a joke about it and be like, here, take an Oscar.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this is where the story comes to an end. I would have loved to be there myself, but seeing as you tossed away my old gift, I decided to send you another one instead.
What is that thing that your new gift is in?
Well, actually, when I'm talking about the gift, oh yeah, I'm talking about that, aren't I? It was just meant to be like a box, like a crate that was dropped so that so and so could emerge from it. That was all.
Yeah.
But I did make myself laugh when I was making this because I made it look so loud. It was like really inside the ship. The Daleks and me were just angry, so we just lobbed it on the floor and it made that massive crash. And I thought it was quite funny at the time. So
Yeah. Now let's see what this gift is. Also, I just want to point out here that I like the front view that you did of Fresh Powder. Like, you know, what is this?
cheers.
Yeah.
I told you your DNA would see other uses. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce Sour Powder.
Oh boy, Sour Powder.
Oh god, I had to rewatch your reaction a few times here because it was just perfect. I count, was it 4 or 5? Oh my god!
Yeah. Like as soon as I saw, like, you know, the claws come down, I was like, wait a minute. And then when I see, you know, the snake's dotting him, I was like, wait, is that what I think it is? Oh my god.
I have to say, now the idea for Sour Powder has been brooding in my mind since the video where I set Fresh Powder free, like the second one, and I thought I could use that in the future, but I don't know, maybe not. And then when we decided to do this, I was like, oh yes, I've got to use this again.
Yeah.
And so I started designing him, and originally he wasn't really going to have the red mohawk and the 2 tails. I was kind of trying to replicate the image in my head, and I like the way he turned out.
Yeah.
And I thought, to give the story a bit of history, I'd also have him wearing the survivor scarf that I'd given Fresh Powder previously.
Yeah.
As well as oh, what else? Obviously, I managed to include everything on him except for the forked tongue,
Yeah.
which you rectified afterwards. So, but
Yes.
one thing I've noticed in your videos, this is what I was looking forward to saying about this chapter, is when you're playing them back on your monitor, for some reason it changes the sizes of what's being viewed. Because on your video, when Sarah Powder's foot drops down, it looks really thick. And when you go to my video, it looks a lot thinner.
Well, I do record at an angle because that's the only place I can fully record my TV, and sometimes that skews the image a bit.
Oh yeah, of course. But also on a funny note, which is similar, but by no means is due to you filming it, is really weird. When you watch the second tribute video where I first introduced myself to you, just when Fresh is about to be let go and he teleports away, you look at the Dalek on the right, and for some reason it's become gigantic in the video, and the Dalek to the left is the right size. Whereas if you go to my video, the Daleks are the size they're supposed to be.
Yeah.
So I was like, what happened? Did the TV give my Dalek steroids or something? I was like, what? Because when you look at it, it's really weird.
Yeah.
But, so, what was the overall thought process when you saw Sour Powder then?
I was like, wait a minute, I recognize that hoof, and then when I see, wait, he's got patches, but my character has patches. Wait a minute, is this an evil doppelganger of my main character? Oh my god, what have I gotten myself into?
I was like, originally this chapter and what happened in it was going to be in the first one I made. And I thought it would be a little early for that, so I'll do the one with the wanted posters and New York and stuff first and make it get there after a longer period, so it was even more awesome when it finally unveiled. But play it a little bit more, and then I'll be able to talk about it a little bit more as well.
Okay. To be continued.
I took that laugh that Fresh Powder has. No, not Fresh Powder, Sour Powder, sorry. I took a leaf out of your book and I did the horse snort sort of sound.
Yeah.
And I thought, what would happen if I put it over a creepy laugh? And so I did the creepy laugh and I made my voice sound really squeaky when I did it.
Mm-hmm.
And put it over the snort. So that's how the laugh was made for Sour Powder.
Yes.
And then I did my little evil laugh at the end there, and obviously in the reaction you're like, snakestaff, you're scaring me, and I was like, you know, I wasn't really intending it to be this creepy, but this is cool. I like your reaction to it.
Yes. Alright, and that was Chapter 4. We will see you guys for Chapter 5. And to my knowledge, this will be the next behind-the-scenes video that you're going to see is the last one we are going to do before the grand release of Chapter 6, whenever that will be. So yeah, we'll see you in time for Chapter 5's behind-the-scenes. So, until next time, stay fresh. And anything to say before we go for snakestaff?
This time I actually do. I want to point out to the viewers that this one was my favourite out of all of them so
yes.
far. I know I made it, but I mean, I loved your reactions, because I put this much work into it. I got the reactions I wanted out of you, and I was pretty happy. But the last thing I want to say just before I go is I'm interested it didn't get as much of a comment reaction as some of the other ones. So, but hey ho, I suppose.
Yeah.